What's going on, YouTube? This is Rob A again, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Prime Beast Hunter's Smokescreen. This is definitely one that I've been waiting for since I heard that he was actually going to be coming out. He's got his crazy armor thing that just kind of hangs up over his head, and that is removable, so you get a more current cartoon accurate version of Smokescreen with it. Supposedly, we'll take a look and see what it's all about. But he's looking pretty good so far. He's got an electronet launcher included. We can take a look at his technical stats. Everything's kind of he's pretty up there. They really beefed this guy out. I mean, nothing's super high except for maybe courage, but I mean, they're all high enough that this character is obviously well favored. But yeah, you can see he's got a little picture down there, and yeah, on the back you can see his sports car mode with this big armor piece just over top of it. Originally, I thought this was like a giant armor piece that like folded up somehow, but it's just the blue color in his car mode that's like matching up with the blue of the armor. He's got an electronet launcher and shadow quill armor. This Autobot trickster strikes quickly, then disappears behind a black puff of magnetic smoke. Magnetic smoke? Okay. So without further ado, I'm really excited to get this guy open, so that's what I'm gonna do. See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so here we have Deluxe Smokescreen. In his vehicle form, he's got his shadow quill armor on here. And yeah, he's a pretty big vehicle, and I'll show him off real quick here. Here he is with Wheeljack. You can see he's about the same size as Beast Hunter's Wheeljack, just like that. And you can also see here he is with a Deluxe Viacon. He's quite a bit larger than the Viacon is here. Just like that. Yeah. So you can see see those guys together. Yeah. So the cool thing about this is he has this weapon on top, which does not really work. You can take the net off, and I think if you actually turn it around this way, it might work a little bit better. Nope, not at all. All right, but you can take the net off, and it's got a little hook and a little hoop at the end. So I suppose the theory is you can kind of lock it around somebody, kind of a little bit, which, you know, that's fine. But you can use the missile, just not very well without the net. Anyway, you can also just take the gun right off the top of the car here. See, he's got a little peg hole there, and the shadow quill armor is actually just soft rubbery plastic, and that just pegs in on the sides and folds over the top, and then you can have just a straight up regular Smokescreen. Very nice looking vehicle mode. They did a fairly decent job with the paint on this. I mean, it's simple, but it's nice. It works, and yeah, it looks pretty cool, I think, in vehicle mode. You got clear yellow plastic rather for the headlights, and this smoky kind of purple for the windshield and side windows. And yeah, he rolls okay. He's got a little bit of clearance issue going on here, but nothing terrible. It may even just be the wheels kind of hitting something, but it rolls enough. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at this guy in his robot mode. Okay, so to transform this guy, what you want to do first is just come around here to the front of the car and lift up the hood here, and then from that point you're going to open the front of the bumper and just kind of slide that up and out of the way here. And then you're going to take this whole side is going to be the arm. So we want to take this whole arm piece and just pull it up and kind of get it up and out and turn the wheel just to the inside here, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to pull this whole thing up and out, and then make sure this is all up and out of the way, just like that. Once we have that all settled, we're just going to come up here and kind of push the wheels in to the sides of the body here. You'll see there's a little kind of curved peg that's just going to go into the wheels, just like so. And if you line it up right, it should go in properly, just like that. There we go. And that's pretty much his arms right there. You can kind of adjust them however you like. Next, you want to just flip his head up here. You can see his little head popping out. Adjust his arms, just like that. Get the windshield bits and the car bits all back and out of the way, and you can kind of move the shoulder pads however you like. And I'm gonna flip them back around, and you can see back here there's this little double peg thing area. And he's got a double slot right here in the back of his head, or back of his neck platform. And so you're just going to lift this whole piece and just kind of plug it into the back there. Line it all up and just plug it in. And then just move that back. And there you have his doors on the back of his body. Next up, you're just going to go ahead and flip his fake chest right up here. It's got a couple of pegs. One goes here, you can see it right there, and the other one is attached to his head. And you just want to make sure that those are lined up, and those will peg in just like that. Okay, so to transform his legs, you just want to take his feet, which are right back here, put those down, just like so, and then turn the front of his knees around his shins. We'll go right like that, and then just kind of peg into place. And then you just turn them around at the waist here. And here we have Transformers Prime Smokescreen in robot mode. Alright. And he is, I think, about average size for a Deluxe, maybe a little bit on the short side. You can see him here next to a Viacon. So he's a little bit short, and I mean he's pretty cool. But here's the main problem I have with this guy. I don't know if you can see this through the camera, but he's really flat. Let me show you what I mean. If you lift his arms up here, he's really just very flat, like there's nothing to him. He's got this little bit right here, and I'm not entirely sure what that is for. I have not found as of yet a reason for it. I don't know what it does, what it pegs into or doesn't peg into, or if it's for some other purpose that just hasn't been revealed to us yet, but I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, articulation. His head is on a ball joint, more or less. It's limited to almost just a swivel. He can't really move it up or down, but he can turn his head most of the way around, despite the stuff on the sides of his head. His arms are a little bit limited by the shoulder pads, but they can go pretty far around. He doesn't have a bicep swivel. He has like a lower elbow swivel, and of course rotating elbows, no wrists. He has a waist swivel. He has a thigh swivel, and he's got some knees going on here, and his feet have some move in them as well. So you can get some decent poses out of this guy. Nice sneaky poses. He does have big feet, and that definitely helps in posing him. But yeah, he looks flat. I mean, even when you just pose him, it's hard to get him into a pose where he doesn't look like kind of a paper craft, really. But you know, considering they put a lot of work into this guy, I will certainly give them that. They definitely made the effort. Let's give you a quick close-up of his head here. That looks pretty cool. Maybe a little lacking in the paint department, but very, very nice sculpt work. Yeah, you can tell that they really tried, and I think considering the design of the character, this is probably about the best we're gonna get. And it's really not. It's not bad. It's just not. Certainly not perfect. You can put the armor on him in robot mode as well. I'm not entirely sure why you would, but you do have the option to just kind of clips onto the sides of his body here. He has these little clips on the side for missiles. He's got one on either side, but he only comes with one missile, so I mean, whatever. So he has that. You can put on that armor for whatever reason. I don't know if this is supposed to like wrap over him or something. Maybe it is. It's hard to really tell, but it just kind of shows it just like that. And then you can have him hold his little gun. His very little pew-pew gun. Pew-pew! Yeah. So that's Smokescreen right there. And we'll show him off next to Predaking. You can see Predaking is quite a bit bigger than Smokescreen here. And of course Laserback, also quite a bit smaller than Laserback. Well, not that much shorter, but Laserback just seems a lot bulkier, a lot heftier. But he's not bad. I mean, if you find him, I would say pick him up. He's likely to be the only proper show accurate Smokescreen that you're gonna get. However, just don't be expecting a perfect representation, because he's certainly not. I mean, he's decent. I like the toy. He doesn't feel necessarily overly fragile. He doesn't feel like he's going to fall apart. Everything clips together fairly securely, and he certainly looks good from the front on. It's just when you get him on the side that you can start to tell that there's nothing back there. There's nothing to him. I think it would have been a little bit better maybe if the hood of the car kind of stayed attached to this part and maybe came down and maybe collapsed in to kind of form more of a back for this guy. But overall, he's not bad. I like him. And I think you might too. So I think that's going to be it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you again for another round of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters toy reviews. Alright, thanks again for watching, guys. See you later.